Guys, welcome back to We Watched a Movie, and today I'm doing something I should not be doing. Please forgive me, gods of Scream. This is wrong from top to bottom, left to right, inside and out. But we were in a live stream the other night, and some beautiful person brought up a great idea as far as conversation goes, but shit that should not ever be as far as the real world goes, and that is, who would you recast if you were doing a full-on remake of Wes Craven's 1996 classic Scream? I don't want this. I don't want this. This was so hard to do and to come up with these actors, and it feels wrong, and it felt wrong the whole time. Like those people on Pornhub when they're sleeping with their stepsisters. But this is a total gun to your head situation. If you had to, gun to your head, had to recreate Scream 1996 for a remake coming out in 2024, and you had to cast modern actors, who would you cast? So I made a couple rules for myself, one of them being I'm not using anybody who's been in a Scream film before. These are all going to be brand new actors. And also, I'm not using super young actors. When I was going through the list, I realized what an old man I am. I'm like, I don't know who these fucking kids are. You know, I'm looking at all these like older. I was like, that's too old. But I'm also not using like super kid actors because I feel like Scream is one of those movies that follows the horror movie trope of these kids don't look like high schoolers. They look like grown ass men with beards. As much as that was a trope that we all laughed at, that was one that we noticed as we went further works better. Like when I watch the Scream TV series, it's just not the same because they're so young. It just, when they try to be serious, I'm like, I don't take you seriously. I'll throw a pencil at your head. This is just the central male characters of the film. Part 2 will be the central female characters. And if anybody's still watching and hasn't murdered me in my home yet while I'm sleeping soundly with my Teddy Ruxpin doll, then I will make a part 3 possibly with all the peripheral characters. So let's get into it. God, this hurts and I don't want to do it. And I'll tell you this, I know for a fact everyone's going to be pissed off and angry. I'm just ready for a shit show in the comments because I asked on Twitter, hey, who do you guys think if we had to do this? And I wanted to throw rocks at people for some of their choices. Now I love them. It's not that. It's just, this is one of those conversations that if it were real and we were actually doing this, we would be fighting in the street with sticks. Here we go. Starting with Skeet, Jeremy Allen White. I've never seen the show The Bear, but when I saw his picture, I was like, that's fucking Billy Loomis. He was handsome. He was that, like, you know, super good looking dude, but he also was dangerous. I'm beautiful and bad. And so you can believe it when he's romancing the stone coming up in Nev Campbell's window talking about The Exorcist. Like, of course you're talking about The Exorcist, you horny weirdo. And you believed it when he made his turn as well. It's called tact, you fuck rag. And I just think that this guy could pull it off so well. Not only that, but he looks just like him, and he looks physically formidable, as in he could pull off some stuff that maybe even Billy couldn't have.
And that was so exciting, and I just wanted him to know that, and I just wanted him to be like, good job.
So that is the one choice on this entire list. I would do the producer thing that they always do in the making ofs, where like I would fight for this dude and I would like screen him and I would like do whatever it took to get Jeremy Allen White in this role, because I think that is the perfect choice. So moving on, and this is where people, shocker, people are going to be yelling at me about my opinions on Stu. This is where people are definitely going to yell at me, I feel like. I have heard some of your all's thoughts for who should play Stu, and one of them I don't hate is Miles Teller. There's a specific reason why I do not have Miles Teller on my list for Stu, and we'll get to that, but I almost don't want to say it. Look, more than anybody I think on this list, Matthew Lillard is a one of one. Nothing against anybody else. They all are in their own ways. But Matthew Lillard specifically, it's just like, I've never seen anyone with that personality before. I just never have. So this was the hardest one to do. One of the hardest ones to do for sure. And I don't know why. Both of these actors are untested. It would be a thing like you had to screen test them and make sure that they could pull it off, because these are both really deep cuts that I'm pulling out right here. And my first one's going to be Jimmy Tatro. You'll notice this guy from, if you ever saw the documentary, it was a fockumentary. It was a fake documentary on Netflix, and it was about this dude who was going around school drawing dicks on everything.
I'm actually writing answers on the whiteboard instead of dicks. And I'm not making whale noises, and I'm not, you know, pulling my balls out of my waistband and being like, hey, look at my belt buckle. And then they look, and I'm like.
Also recently, one of the main characters in, I guess, that movie, about Burt McCrack, Burt the shirtless dude. Like Stu was like a super popular guy in the school. He was a big party animal. Like we all know how his character was. I just feel like this guy, if he could pull off the acting chops again in those moments, because Matthew Lillard's an amazing actor. I'm not saying Jimmy Cho's not. I'm just saying it's something that you'd want to test. But I can sense that vibe in this person, if that makes any sense.
Oops.
Sure, he looks a little bit more on the jockish side than Stu does, but I don't think that that's something that really matters that much. My other pick for Stu is John Francis Daly. Again, you would have to screen test the fuck out of this, and it would be an audition situation, but many of you guys will remember this guy. He was just recently in the Dungeons & Dragons movie, but most of you guys will remember him from Waiting. He's the character that Ryan Reynolds was taking him through his first day at Shenanigans, or what I can't remember the name of the restaurant for some reason, even though I've seen that movie 1,000 goddamn times. Seriously, Waiting's one of the greatest comedies ever. At least it's one of the most underrated comedies ever. You got to watch that shit, especially if you worked in the food service industry. But he's the character, and he's super dorkish, and he never gets the chance to talk the entire movie because Ryan Reynolds keeps talking over him. He's like, hey, we're not gay. I'll stick a finger in my ass when I'm feeling squirrely every now and then, but that's about the extent of it. And then at the end of the day, he's at the party, and he finally gets his monologue at the end, and he's like, fuck all of you.
You're fucking edgy and cool. Yeah, you're the coolest fucking guy at Shenanigans. Woo! You are the biggest piece of shit in this entire restaurant. I hope you burn in hell. Me?
As far as like the look, the whole vibe of him, like the sort of the gangliness goes. Sorry, Matthew Lillard. He's got that down. He's got the look down. The question is, could he be that over the top? And from the little bit I've seen him do in his career, I think there's a chance he could for sure. You know what I don't understand though? Like as much as this is why I understand why people are going to be angry at my picks, because I was angry at other people's picks. So many people said Will Poulter for Stu, and I'm like, that makes no goddamn sense to me. Like I don't see it a million fucking years. I would have thrown my jar of water across the room if I was in a boardroom and someone said that. I just don't see it. But we're all different. And speaking of someone, a lot of people said that they could see playing Stu, and you know what? I could too, but I think he'd fit way better as Dewey, is Miles Teller. This is a character, he's a little bit older for sure, but he still has that fresh face to him. And Dewey, if you remember, was a little bit older. And I'm also thinking about how all these actors would work together and how they would look on screen together. Miles Teller is an awesome actor. He can be really funny. He can also do drama, which is the perfect thing for Dewey to play, for a David Arquette type to play, because I mean, he was in, if you guys didn't get a chance to see The Spectacular Now, he was amazing in that movie. Not just a rom-com, super good dramatic actor. And of course, you've got Top Gun. The mustache is obviously in play with that shit already. And I just think Miles Teller would crush the role of Dewey. He's definitely my favorite pick for this. But he would obviously be very hard to get for that. So I do have a second choice for Dewey as well, and that would be Sinister 2's. That's not something that you want to hear a lot, but Sinister 2's James Ransone. Or is it Ransone? I don't know. I'm a fucking dumbass. Hey, you know who else is a dumbass? Everyone who's watching this video and not fucking subscribed, all right? Like 12% of the people who watch these videos are actually subscribed. I don't know what that's about, you fucking dicks. I'm just kidding. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I love you, and I just would appreciate it if you just click the subscribe button right now, because there's a lot more Scream stuff coming, and I'm having a panic attack. But he was in It Chapter 2 as well. A lot of people remember him as Deputy So-and-so from Sinister, and then obviously he was in Sinister 2 as well, which didn't work out so well. But I mean, he's literally that character sort of in Sinister. So would that be too on the nose? Maybe. That's one of the only reasons I would go against him playing Dewey for sure. But I could definitely see it, and I think that guy's got a darkness to him for sure, but he's also got that. I mean, he's literally played Dewey-ish type characters before, so I think it's just plug and play. It fits. All right, here's where it gets dark and twisted, and Jesus Lord, I had a hard time with this, and I'm not happy. I'm not fucking happy with my own goddamn picks, and I want you guys to know that. I'm mad at myself. I hold myself in contempt. This is going to get weird, but Randy's just the hardest one, man. He's just, I don't know why, just finding an actor that fits that, it's just been really hard for me, that also fits with these other actors, and I just, all right. Fuck. This is one thing where I'd be like, I need your all's goddamn opinions, because I'm not happy with what I've done. First off, Freddie Highmore is one. This is obviously, he's a really good actor. I know he does that show that a lot of people make fun of or whatever, the Doctor Show, because it's just kind of a wild premise. But like, if you saw him in Bates Motel as the kid that was always, you know, is he gonna make out with his mom or fucking what? You're always waiting on him to make out with his hot mom, which is a weird thing to say out loud. but yeah, it's the question is, can he do the comedy? Like, can he pull off Randy's wild, fun comedy, and would it be believable? And I just don't know. It'd be a thing you'd have to test. But he's somebody I would definitely bring into audition because he has like the size and sort of the look at least. That's just the biggest question there. And then this one's kind of outside the box, but I can't shake it in my mind. I could totally see this character doing this, and that's Karen Sony. And this is the guy. This is Dopinder from Deadpool. His entire vibe. He does definitely have the comedy chops. This would definitely be my choice if I was going to do this. Out of everything I've looked at, and I think he has that exact vibe to him. I think he definitely can do the comedy. He definitely could be funny, and I could just see him on screen with these characters doing the rules speech. You know, that's the first thing you think of is like, everybody's a suspect, or like the rules you have to follow. Like, I could picture this dude doing that at the party, at the Blockbuster, at the video store. So that's my pick. But again, this was a really hard one to pick. And I have a cheat code here, and my cheat code is Evan Peters, because Evan Peters could play any of the above, because he's just that versatile and that amazing of an actor. And you might say, you never get Evan Peters. Like, dude, he does American Horror Story. I'm pretty sure that you could get him to do Scream. But, I mean, he could play Billy. He could probably play Stu. He could also play Randy. So depending on who you get for which roles, Evan Peters could do any of those fucking roles, man. The guy can do anything. I could see him playing Billy, Stu, or fucking Randy. So that's a cheat. Fuck you. Have a nice day. Let me know what you guys think down below. And also, by the way, we just started a Facebook page. Now, there's been the group forever, but we started a Facebook page, and this is where all of our content's going to be. So I'm going to put a link to that down below. So you get a look at all of our podcasts, all of our videos. Everything will go to that page, and it's just Jay and I in control of it. So you'll see all the posts from us, and then you guys can party down below skis, where I know you like to go skis. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I love your fucking faces. Get it up! You guys have a great fucking day.
Hello, listener. Do you like scary movies? What's your favorite scary movie? Well, Jay and Mike like scary movies too. You should go and subscribe to their podcast, We Watched a Movie. Because if you don't, I'll gut you like a... Well, I think you get the idea. Enjoy yourselves while you still can.